Hello, Moment friends! Ending here for another episode of Pelennor Fields. When we last left off, we were gathering sticks and being harassed by a silly goblin on a warg that calls himself a goblin rider when really he's just a goblin that is just having like a power trip or whatever. You shouldn't give wargs out to any old goblins. Thanks for the morale, Wolf. That's really all you were good for. Okay, let's go gather more sticks. We only need 2 more somewhere. This guy does a ton of damage, but I don't care. I would rather him kill me and I have to come back than I would fight him in any way, mounted or unmounted. It's just, I don't care anymore. The sad part is I'm not even exaggerating. I really do think that way. And it's sad that that's what LOTRO's come to at this point. Yeah, just join in the party war. I'd much rather be fighting these guys all day. And I know that there's different playstyles and it's nice to change up combat, but when you're basically doing a lot of unmounted things, there's no reason to have mounted foes. Because that's most of this zone is unmounted stuff. It's only those annoying goblins that are mounted, and they're typically mounted by a bunch of unmounted enemies, which makes no sense. They're not spread out like they were in Rohan, and so that's what really makes them not be fun here, I think. There we go, finish that quest. Check nearby quests. You know what, we're gonna go ahead and cancel this quest. If we somehow find other people to do it, we will in the future. But we don't need it muddying up our tracker here. Okay, let's go up this way and collect whatever the heck this stuff is. Paraffin and flint. That's right, we had to pick up their mess from earlier. Which I'm fine with doing. Here we go. And see, these beacons you can just get right on top of very easy. No problemo. We still have to destroy a caltrop somewhere because I haven't found all of them. So that's a thing. Which I'm fine with. And we just pulled another warg rider. Yay us. They were even more annoying in Moria, where you didn't have mounts and they just run away from you. They didn't run as far though, and so it was more acceptable. But I mean, if I was a hunter, I'd be totally fine with these mounted guys. But as a champion, it's not really fun. Or, you know, any of the other range classes, it would be fine. But as a champion, not fun. Okay, well, we don't need the help Sith guy anymore. We don't need to help Sithgar anymore. I wish there was a way to say never track this quest, because I don't think there is one. Although the deer hides are way over there, so we don't need that one either right now. Okay, we're gonna go back out and destroy these cow traps. I thought they were closer to the city, but apparently they are not. So back out we shall go. Over apparently the rockiest terrain ever to exist. Alright, here we go. Now we're talking. Go away. Go away. Go away. Didn't work. Alright, fine, we'll fight. If you really, really want to fight me. That's another thing I wish LOTRO would implement, is just smarter enemies that will attack you more dynamically. They still have very old MMO style stuff. Most MMOs now have group enemies that will come in groups and attack you. And it's much more interesting, and it also makes you feel more powerful than you were at the start when you were just killing single enemies off. So, there's that. And it just adds to diversity. And a lot of those group enemies don't exist anymore at the higher levels. If you remember, there used to be a lot of those like goblin things that helped add, you know, just more diversity to combat, but they're not in the game anymore. In this part of the game. So, I don't know.
Enemies surround us, yet we will defy them.
Ah, there you are, Gondrad, you rascal. Listen to me. I have received grim tidings that my sons and perhaps your lord never reached Minas Tirith, but were waylaid in some enemy captain or highwayman on the way. As you should rightfully have been with them, I am sending you to treat the ransomer. Champion, I ask you of you. Go with Gondrad and keep him safe. He has much to answer for, but I deem a foolish death to insufficient punishment and general waste of penance. I have no one more capable of keeping him safe, I am afraid, and must rely on you.
We must not stand idle. There's much to be done.
There we have it. This shall be enough, I think. That was the most difficult leg. The rest of the work lies in Ostrimon. Go to Narvalon, the beacon keeper, and ask his help in finding weapons, helms, and rough cloth to dress our stand-in men. Okay. So we shall continue down this way to the next quest.
Our mission is dire.
You have my thanks, friend. It pains me to leave behind the steeds that trod upon the road before we discovered the enemy's traps. But with fewer mounts to carry our men through the forest ahead, our journey to Gondor grows more complicated. The wounded steeds shall heal in time, but I hope we are enough to turn the tide of battle in our favor. Our own steeds were fortunate enough to avoid the traps on our approach to Ostrimon, but they have ridden long and their shoes must be worn. Ostrimon surely bears no shortage of horses, even in wartime. Gather them and shoe our steeds while I ready Hutha and Ulf for our ride ahead. Great, thanks for that. That's great. They did get awesome armor, though. Okay. So now we have to collect horseshoes. Yep. That's what we're doing. Can't jump on this one from that angle, at least. Okay. Here we go. Just need one more after this, if we can get over there. All the legendaries leveling up. Awesome, awesome. Okay. That was mailbox, not... Aha, here we go. Set of horseshoes. That should be more than enough. Okay. So now it wants us to talk to people up this way. It's a long way up here.
We all must do what we can, mustn't we?
You want that for what? Well, she's always up to something, is she not? I'm afraid that when the men marched off to Minas Tirith, they tore the place apart and left things in utter disarray. Swords and helms are lying about, Osrimon, inside and out. Someone will have to gather them up, and I'm afraid that friend would be you. As for cloth, I think you will find that laying about in the storehouse. Oh, great. So excited to be doing this. You have no idea, buddy. No idea. I am glad that they gave us a ton of quests at the same time, even though they are nothing quests. Seemingly, so far. There might be a story at the end, but... what happened to the days when there would just be this entire zone story? I really do miss that. And I know that they spent a lot of time creating Pelennor and all that, and, you know, that really does take a lot of time. But still, I mean, you don't, you know, delay this for a little bit longer and make better quests. Please. There have been a few, but the ratio of good quests in this zone is possibly the lowest that we've seen so far. Because Minas Tirith got bonus quests that really improved the zone quite a bit. I don't know how you're going to improve this one because there's no story here, it seems. The Woes has had a bit of story, but not really in the grand scheme of things. Why do they have so much old stuff lying around? That's the real question. You're telling me that no one else has thought to go around and pick up the weapons? You say so, game. Hey, shoot the horse. Cool. Okay. Still need a few more weapons. Up here should be enough to find them, I would imagine. Yes, here we go. So now we just need to go find cloth. Which should be easy enough, although first, I think... I don't remember how to get to Osrimon from here. Is there a way inside here, or do you have to go outside? I don't remember. Can you go up this way, maybe? Perhaps, possibly. I highly doubt it. We are going to try. Oh, look. There's a staircase. To be fair, I knew there was a staircase, but was not wanting to look for it. But we found it anyway. Okay, we're nearly to the gathering of the things. Whoa, careful. I still think that this part should not be in the Dawnless Day thing, but I don't know. I feel like the Dawnless Day went way farther as far as like amount of territory that it covers than it does in the books, like way farther. But that's just me. What do I know? Wow, there's actual soldiers up here, and yet none of them can collect the stuff. That's just great. I don't even remember how to get down. We'll go this way. Okay, so that's all of it here. Now we need to go and gather cloth. Like the true heroes we are. Okay, straight down to our objective. Somewhere around here there's a storehouse, I think. Here we go. And yay, more rats, because every storehouse has to come with rats, clearly. I don't think we've had a storehouse without rats since the entire time we've been in Rohan and Gondor. Although I don't know if there were storehouses in Rohan. I think it's just been Gondor, but we've had, you know, 4 or 5 areas of Gondor. 3, 4... Yeah, 5. This is 5th. 5th area of Gondor. So, definitely time to be moving on, for sure. There we go, that's all the cloth. So, that really wasn't that bad with the rats, so I'll give them that. Not as bad as some other places have been. But I think that does end this episode. Thank you everyone so much for watching another episode of Pelennor Fields. When we return, we'll go talk to that lady and do a bunch of other stuff, but that's not till next episode. Thank you everyone so much for watching this one, and I'll see you again real soon for another episode of Pelennor Fields. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit the like button below, And if you'd like to see more of my daily content, feel free to subscribe, and you'll be notified when that new content comes out. And also, if you'd like to help support my channel and help me continue to create high quality videos, feel free to support me on Patreon, and you can get all sorts of great rewards in the process. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon for another video.